Grace or truth? Grace and truth. Jesus came full of. What do we as people tend to do with either grace or truth?
Take it for granted.
Take it for granted, yes. If I was to live out grace or truth, would I emphasize one or the other? What I've seen in Christians is that most Christians either emphasize grace and they leave out truth, or I've seen some Christians emphasize truth and they leave out grace. So, truth would be that homosexuals, well, that's not even truth. Those people that hold those crazy signs are like, it might be truth, like God hates homosexuality. I think that's true. Does not mean God hates homosexuals. That's true, but is holding a sign out to people like that showing the grace of God? No, it's not. Some people are so gracious that they leave out the truth of God, and that's just as dangerous. There was this book this guy wrote, and he said he went to this like kind of a gay university campus thing, and he built a little altar, and had a little door, and it made it like you can take it down in a day, and it was for homosexuals. It was a confession booth for homosexuals. Some of you guys might have read this book. It's a very popular book.
What's it called?
I don't know. It's either Blue Like Jazz or the one after that. It's by what's that?
Water, chocolate.
No chocolate, no water in it.
No, it's called.
It's Blue Like Jazz. That's the title of his first book, and I think it's the book after that. You want to go home?
No, we don't have to dwell on that.
Yeah, we don't have to dwell on the topic. Confession booth for gay people. Is that attractive? Do gay people want to go there and be like, oh, I want to, Check it out. So gay people will come into the booth and they want to confess anything. The guy sitting in the booth, who made the booth, will confess the sins of the church against gay people. He would confess, I'm sorry the way that we have somehow made you feel like you're the worst people ever in the world. I'm sorry for that. I ask for your forgiveness. I think that's an awesome thing. I think it's a great thing. And people would come in and start to pick a fight like, oh, it's just a confession booth? I'm not going to confess anything. And the guy says, this is a confession booth for me. I apologize the way the church has made your sin the worst sin of the world. When actually, all sins are equal. And it was a confession booth. And that's a great thing. I'm all for it. I love it. Love the guy who did that. But I fear, at the same time, where is the truth of God in that? Or does he explain the truth of God in that? Or does he leave it out and does he explain it years down the road to these people? I don't know. I'm just wondering that we either lean on grace or truth. And guess what, people? What got Jesus crucified? His grace or his truth? Yeah, did people crucify Jesus because he was such a nice guy? No, he crucified Jesus because he spoke the truth. What got Paul in trouble in every city he went to? His grace or his truth? His truth. Everyone loved his grace. The person I had lunch with the other day, they loved Jesus' grace, but they did not love his truth. Can someone say amen? That's powerful. That means people, I love the grace of God, but I will not have his truth. And if I want to, again, sorry, I'm not trying to be funny, but if I really do want to give the bird to Dirty Diana, I have to grow in both the grace of God and the truth of God. And that's what I'm convinced of. And I want you guys to be convinced of that too.